It is the OHL Tonight on your TV, brought to you by St. Clair College. Spitfires trail the North Bay Battalion 3-1. Bryan Crawford is our guest, the OHL Commissioner, the new OHL Commissioner. Joins us here. You're making a trip around the Ontario Hockey League, trying to visit every OHL city. Spitfires not coming out too hot here tonight, but what's your day been like in Windsor?
A little bit of a slow start out there tonight, but they got one there in the first, so hopefully it'll make for a good finish for the game. But yeah, great day in Windsor here today. Great to spend time with the team and and all the staff here, and get a feel. I've been to Windsor lots of times over my life, so know the community well. But excellent to spend more time with the team here, and it's been a good start, to my tenure, getting a chance to visit all the communities, and I'll get all 20 done before Christmas time. Well,
I want to ask you about your time as the commissioner so far, which has only been since June, but a big story broke today, so let's get right into that one.
No.
The NCAA has announced that CHL players will be eligible starting in the 2025-26 season. It's the talk up here in the suites tonight. I've heard from a few people. What does that mean for OHL players and I guess the CHL in general?
Well, it's a fantastic opportunity for players and their families to continue their hockey development, to continue their academic and their personal development, to be able to play in our league and then have just another choice for what they can do afterwards is fantastic. To open up our league as an opportunity for more players and their families, it's all great for us, and we're very, very excited and supportive and looking forward to allowing being part of allowing that additional opportunity for players to achieve their goals. And like I said, I think it's going to make our league even stronger than it already is, and we're excited about it.
Rumored, that has been rumored a long time. It finally comes out today, and I'm sure we'll see some developments here over the next little while on how that plays out, and we'll have more discussion on that as it goes. So let's talk about taking over as the OHL commissioner from David Branch, who for 40 some odd years was the guy in charge. You take over. Did you at least paint the office and change the carpet, or how's the transition
No
been?
Painting the office or anything like that yet, but yeah, it's been a great start. Started officially in the summertime, and really this first couple months is really about listening, learning, and understanding, visiting all the markets, getting a feel for the league from an inside out, and understanding our challenges and our opportunities, and where we're going to be able to go in the future. And there's no shortage of opportunities, and I think we've got a lot of big things in front of us that we'll start to achieve.
Bryan Crawford is the OHL commissioner. He joins us here. Your background: you played football in the CFL with the Toronto Argonauts. You worked with Canada Basketball, golf, the RBC Open. Like, you really have had your hand in a lot of things. How much hockey in your background?
Yeah, so like many young Canadians, grew up playing hockey, played in the AAA system in Hamilton, growing up, and I actually discovered football pretty late, not till grade 12 of high school, that I kind of realized I want to play football with my friends, and it turned into a pretty good career, and was very fortunate to have a chance to do that. But like most Canadians, a lover of hockey, and grew up playing hockey, and I build a rink out in our back, 100 by 70. It's a great looking winter rink. So it's part of the culture of our society and our communities. The great thing about this league, and really what attracted me, was the role that it plays in all of our communities that we're in, and just how important it is, and how much it is a galvanizing force. It speaks to what the experiences of the people that are living in those communities, and then the mission of developing young people, beginning to do those two really noble things while running a really dynamic sport business and entertainment property is pretty unique in our industry.
This is tough for me. I did some work for the Ticats. I'm a Ticat fan, but you played for the Argos. This is difficult, but you're a Hamilton guy.
I did, yeah. I'm a Hamiltonian, born and bred. My grandfather, lifelong Ticat ticket holder, took him to his first Argos game to watch his grandson, wore his Ticat hat sitting in the Argos family section. But, I was lucky. I was drafted out of Queens to play for the Argos, and had a wonderful career there. And, I love that league, and, it's playoff time in the CFL, which is a great time of year, and a great Cup in a week's time. So it like us is very, very special to our fabric of our community.
There's so many directions we could go with this, and I only got you for a limited amount of time. I want to talk about the director of player safety. Greg Kimberly was hired about a week and a half ago now. What does his addition mean? And was that one thing that you get into the office, you get into the job, and that's something you wanted to do, or was that, how did that come about?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That was an area that the league had been looking at, thinking about, and they had postponed it from my arrival to to weigh in on. And that has to be our top priority, right? Is ensuring the player experience is second to none, and ensuring that it's a safe environment, given that it's a contact sport. It's a physical sport. Greg's arrival, decades in the NHL as a referee, has worked in our league, has worked with the IHHF, has worked in other leagues around the province. Is a very thoughtful, very process-oriented, very diligent guy. His addition is going to be fantastic for our procedures and processes that will strengthen the league and improve the quality of the product on the ice as well.
Is expansion in the plans, or is that a discussion you're not having yet?
No, I think that it's one of those things that we need to be constantly looking at and evaluating opportunities for us to grow our business, grow our league, ultimately grow the sport of hockey. So those sorts of things are things that we need to be open to, and that that applies to any aspect of our business that we think we can improve in. And so the chance to move into new markets is something that we'll always be interested in, and I think will continue to be in the future as well.
A couple of new initiatives with the league this year. One I wanted to bring up was the Connor McDavid OHL Top Prospects game, which will be played in Brantford in January.
Got it, yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so kind of as we transition the game of the CHL level to the CHL US game, which is actually just in 2 weeks' time, down the road in London and then in Oshawa as well. We kind of had a void in the prospects piece, and for our league especially. So a chance to build a new property for us to showcase our best young NHL prospects. Build a property that that we can continue to grow the game with. And so this year heading to Brantford as we look to continue to build that market as a brand new market for the OHL. And we've got a great thing going there with that community, and look to build this into an annual event.
I know we don't have a lot of time. We're almost out of time here right now, but what's one thing that comes up in these meetings that you've had? I know you haven't visited the entire Ontario Hockey League yet, but you're on your way to do that before Christmas. Is there something that comes up consistent across all visits with teams?
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly commonalities from place to place and themes that you can start to tie together. But once again, I mentioned it earlier, just the depth of the connection of our teams to the people in the community. It's incredible, and I knew that coming into the league. Growing up a fan of the league, growing up around the league. But really kind of being immersed in it now and seeing it, just how deep that connection is, that's really what makes our league so special, a bit of our superpower, I would say.
Bryan, thanks for your time here today. I know you're busy. We'll have to catch up with you next time you're in Windsor.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
The OHL Commissioner, Bryan Crawford here, First Intermission, OHL Tonight, your TV, brought to you by St. Clair College.